Another leg day in the books, y'all. Gotta admit, I'm a little annoyed by this phone. I turned off the Wi-Fi so I wouldn't mess with my stream. And then as soon as I went live, it forced the Wi-Fi on. So I hope that it didn't mess up the start of episode 269 of Genius Take the Wheel. So I'm going to give you a little bit more of an autopsy on today's training, then we're going to get right into the subject because I have a lot to say on it. It is, I think, it's down to 87 degrees. It was up to 96 here in New York. The heat doesn't bother me, but it bothers everybody else. But anyway, let me see something. I just want to be sure I got all the bars I need. So, all right, so in episode 268 on Sunday, you guys probably saw that I was in a lot of pain. I had some nerve irritation in my lumbar spine that put some pressure on the sciatic nerve, and I started to feel some bad feelings down my left side and into my left calf. I took 2 whole complete days to recover and basically made a decision game time that I was not going to deload today and actually go for all of it. So I've been trying to avoid the deload for about 3+ months now, since I've dropped from 3 leg days a week to 2. So I've been trying to keep the intensity up. Got to keep the intensity up. So today I planned to go up in volume on the leg press and stay at the same level for everything else. But the actual was today, I moved up in volume on the leg press. I moved up to 2 sets of 9 at 545, 2 sets of 9 at 495. And then I stayed at the same sets of 9 on the hack squat at 315 and 275, 2 sets each. What I called the audible on today is I went up in volume on the leg curl and the leg extension, and boy, did that hurt. I did 3 sets of 9 at 200 on the leg curl, 3 sets of 9 at 205 on the leg extension, but I had only planned to do sets of 8. So I definitely did kind of ignore some of the irritation that I was developing in my low back as the session progressed. I'm not upset. I don't think I made the wrong decision in training hard today instead of doing the deload. I have marginal discomfort in the area where I've been sore the last couple days, and so I still think it's mission accomplished. I think today's a major win. I added volume in 3 out of my 4 movements, so today was my lucky 9s day. Everything had 9 repetitions in it. So I'm very happy with what I was able to accomplish today while in a moderate amount of pain. And I want to get right into the subject. First of all, I got to show you the beautiful Mercedes-Benz that I'm driving today. Got a good parking spot. Shout out to Mrs. Evil. She made sure that the whoops. Let me in. She made sure we got a good parking spot today. Whoops. Every time I get in this car, I find something else that I like about it. Every time. But, wow. All right. Here we go. see if I can turn this around a little bit. Come on. Still trying to figure out how I'm gonna set this phone up in the new car. So just bear with me. Bear with me. I don't know what walking down the block means, but if you're walking down the block towards me, I will sit right where I'm at. So let me know if I need to sit right where I'm at. But if not, I'm gonna drive towards you, where you said you were. Okay. Oh. Okay. Woo! Oh, man. Oh. Oh, I really do like this creamy, chalky interior in this car. I really do. So... oh, I was told to sit. Okay, so we're gonna start this up.
Good to have you back, Dr. Evil Genius.
Yeah. I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of that. Oh man, I love this car. All right, so I'm gonna sit here, wait for Mrs. Evil to get back here. I want to talk about Joey Swoll, people. I saw a little bit online. I saw that Robert Frank put out a short today, and I saw that Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews made a video as I was going into leg day at the gym. And so I watched MTR's video, and I decided that it was time to make some comments. We're probably going to talk about it on TSP as well, but as you can see in the title, you can see where I sit. Now, I have not talked at all about the death of Hulk Hogan for a reason. And, you know, I had a situation last year where I spoke on the death of somebody that I thought that I had unfairly judged while she was alive. And in the midst of me kind of making a posthumous mea culpa, people in that community decided that they were not going to listen to anything that I actually said, but simply because the young lady was deceased, they basically took anything I said as a way to try to demonize me. Now, you know, people are in mourning, and, you know, they're going to lash out at whoever they're going to want to lash out at, and that's their business, that's their prerogative. I left that community. It wasn't a great community to begin with. A lot of people came out and acted like they were in support of her while not listening to anything that I actually had to say, because if they listened to what I actually had to say, they would realize that I was chastising myself and giving a warning to other people not to unfairly judge people that they don't have a lot of exposure to. You know, sometimes your first impression of somebody is incorrect, and that was the point. Well, these people who also didn't like the person that passed away, they tried to get on their, you know, indignant, you know, righteous horse or whatever. And I was just like, okay, I get it. So people get, you know, real weird about, you know, when somebody passes away, whether or not that person was considered to be a valued member of society or the community or whatever, people get real weird. So when my boy OG, shout out to OG, hit me with the text message that Hulk Hogan had passed away, I basically ran through my mental Rolodex of all the different responses I could have. And since I didn't feel anything that felt like remorse or sadness, I just said, wow. And I realized that pretty quickly that people liked Hulk Hogan. And so I had to really, really think about it. And as a black man, I was pretty indifferent. And that's all I'm going to say about that. We didn't talk about it on TSP. I think on the Filthy Casual MMA Watch Party, some people brought it up while I was not on camera. Mrs. Evil was hosting the show. And I was glad that I wasn't there for that, because I really don't have anything positive to say about Hulk Hogan. Big task at hand. What's going on? What's going on? So I was pretty indifferent, and I just did not want to really be too honest, because I love being honest, but my summer's going too well. I don't need all the crazy backlash. I don't need all of that. And, you know, for once, I just figured, you know, if I didn't have a lot of glowing things to say, I would just not say very much at all. So I decided not to publicly comment. Now, I just got wind of what happened with Joey Swoll. Joey Swoll apparently made a tribute post, or I guess he did one of those Throwback Thursday type posts where he, you know, was dressed up as Hulk Hogan, and he was giving him a tribute and talking about the positive impact that Hulk Hogan had on him. And, you know, like he said, you know, saying his prayers, taking his vitamins, getting in the gym, and, you know, actually becoming Joey Swoll. And and that's one of the things, you know, my dad kept telling me in my young adult life, even if you don't agree with something that somebody else celebrates, unless you have something better to replace what they're celebrating, don't take away what they're celebrating. Let people enjoy things. So I did not want to put my spin on or make people, you know, feel a certain way about Hulk Hogan just because of the way that I felt about him, which was pretty goddamn indifferent. You know, really just, pretty indifferent. Okay. So I didn't want to, you know, put any bad energy out there. So I didn't really say anything. And one of the things that, you know, looking at Joey Swoll's post, it helped me to understand that just because I don't like somebody doesn't mean that they didn't have a positive effect on other people. And so it's not up to me to decide for other people who they should like. I don't have to like Hulk Hogan. I don't have to like him, but you don't have to not like him. It's that simple, you know? So, Joey Swoll celebrated the parts that he thought was good about Hulk Hogan, and apparently Joey Swoll was unaware of, let's just call it Hulk Hogan's 8-foot ninja hard ER comments. Apparently, you know, Joey Swoll wasn't paying attention to what, you know, the whole scandal or whatever, and there was a weird sex tape and the whole suing of that stupid website, that stupid liberal ass website that I really hated. Oh man. Jezebel or something like that. Oh man, horrible. I stopped reading Gizmodo and Jalopnik because I didn't want to give any clicks to any organization associated with Jezebel. Like, fuck out of here with that. And you know, I recognized that Hulk Hogan was being secretly recorded without his knowledge, and I thought that was unfair. However, I just think that, you know, it is what it is. You know, like, everybody harbors racial bias for or against their own group or a different group. I thought that his comments were incendiary. I thought that, you know, I'm just going to kind of leave that part alone, right? Indifferent is the perfect word. Yeah. I'm more in mourning for Malcolm Jamal Warner. Like, he was trying to save his 9-year-old daughter. They got swept out to sea. as a black man, I don't know why they're in the water anyway. You know, like, you know, come on, man. Shad Gaspard, guys. That just happened during the Rona lockdowns. Shad Gaspard trying to save his kid. Like, what? We're black. What are we doing in the ocean? We don't belong there. I kid. Kind of. Yeah. You see how that weirdly colored that GLE was? Look at that.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
That's weird. Not bad, but weird. Okay. So, Joey Swoll went and had a tribute, which I didn't have a problem with. I looked at it and I'm like, what's the problem? Well, apparently people went off on Joey Swoll because they're saying that he so, I can't help myself. They're saying that, oh, you know, you are eulogizing somebody who's racially biased, and he said all the stuff and all of that. I don't necessarily disagree with their assessment of Hulk Hogan. However, trying to, that's giving the others yeah, I know. But it really, what really bothers me is that Joey Swoll was not eulogizing him and saying that he's a great guy because of him being a racist. Joey Swoll eulogized the parts of Hulk Hogan that he thought he understood. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that whatsoever. When the woke mob went and jumped on Joey's neck, and Joey tried to apologize. He was missing the word "of," so they jumped on him some more, because apparently saying colored people and people of color is so wildly different. Oh my God. People are just so hypocritical. It's ridiculous. Joey Swoll ends up giving in to the mob, and I recognize pretty quickly why. And I think that some people are missing exactly why the mob came after Joey Swoll, and why we in the fitness community that have benefited from his contributions to the community by calling out those who were looking for attention for all the wrong reasons in the gym.
I have additional details on that, which I'm not sure if you were aware of. Because I read his post. Hi, guys.
Yeah, Mrs. Evil is here.
So he was saying in his,
speak up, please,
I guess, final post on Facebook as to why he decided to step back was not necessarily because they were attacking him or making certain types of threats towards him. It was the threats towards his family members.
Oh, yeah.
Significant other, and that people had gotten a hold of his sister's phone number.
Yeah.
And began contacting her.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
So he was stating that was actually the straw.
Right. And the thing is, the woke mob, as I said, the woke mob is out here making the world a worse place on purpose. They've been waiting. They've been waiting for this opportunity, and I had to actually think about this. They don't care that people. They don't care about that whatsoever. They don't care that he was eulogizing Hulk Hogan. They don't care about any of those things. I'm going to tell you exactly why they came after him. They came after him because he has been holding the so-called woke victimization crowd to account when they go to make the gym a very toxic place to be. And the woke mob understood that what they were doing was wrong every time they went into a gym, and then tried to call every man that they found in the gym a creep, how should I say this? A RAPE-ist in waiting. There were all these kind of predators in the gym because, you know, we looked around after a set. Joey Swoll held that crowd to account. And what they wanted was to be able to demonize straight men with impunity. And he did not allow them to do so because he pointed out the obvious in a very respectful and obvious manner to which they had no real counter for their arguments. They've been waiting for several years to finally get their gotcha, because if they can get that guy to give up and stop protecting innocent straight men in the gym, then they can go back and make the gym a bad place to be and farm the internet for fake victimization points. Oh my God, that guy looked in my direction. He's a rapist. Joey Swoll wasn't letting that happen. So they were really waiting. They were waiting for their opportunity. And they're like, oh, he said colored people instead of people of color. We finally got him. Let's get him out of here so that nobody can question our nefarious intentions to make the gym a bad place for straight males to be, which is one of the last places where straight men are allowed to be in society. People have been, and it's not people, it's women, complaining that men are not going to the bars anymore. They're not going to the clubs anymore. They're not going to social third spaces. What are guys doing? They're in 3 places. Men go to 3 places in society: home, work, and the gym.
Hey, Jane.
What's up, Jane? Home, work, and gym. That's where men go. And one of the last safe places for straight males to exist in, Joey Swoll protected that safe place haven for regular ass straight guys just trying to go to the gym, lift a couple of weights before they go home and jump on Call of Duty. And they've been waiting for their opportunity to destroy him so that they can go back and destroy gym culture with impunity. I'm calling it out. Joey Swoll was very, very nice in the way that he called out toxic wannabe victims, farming victimization points for social media cred. And now we got people who are like, oh my God, he said colored people, let's threaten his family because, wow, like that makes us so righteous. We're doing the Lord's work. Or, you know, they're mostly atheists anyway, right? They don't believe in God. We're doing justice to society because he eulogized a guy that we don't like. So we're going to threaten his sisters and his daughter and his girlfriend. That makes us the good people. Like the rest of us people can't see who these people really are. You wanted to go out there and farm victimization points on TikTok. You wanted to go out there and be famous while not working hard, while not being talented, while not being intelligent. I'm not standing for it. And nobody in the fitness community should be allowed, nobody should stand for this. We need to call these ugly, toxic souls out. Just because you're a liberal doesn't make you morally superior to anybody. Your actions and what you do with your beliefs, that makes the difference. I don't care what you believe. I care what you do with your beliefs. But here's the thing, JL. And welcome, JL, esteemed friend of the channel.
Hi, Jay.
They don't care about the racial implications. I'm telling you, it's a smokescreen. They don't care. Like, does anybody really care? And does it really make a difference that he forgot the of in the middle of color and people? They don't really care about those things. It's a diversion tactic because they've been looking for an opportunity to take his voice, his protective voice, off of social media. He had a squeaky clean exterior, and they did not know how they can attack him so that he would no longer be able to protect the public image of innocent straight men as they're trying to just exist in the gym.
I was gonna say, it looks like it's raining 3 blocks from here, but it's raining or no?
Yeah, it's really crazy to
You
see the rain actually move across.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And, you know, the thing is, like, I remember over the last 20 years, I've been hearing about the right side of history. Oh, you know, when all this is all said and done, you know, you want to make sure that you're on the right side of history. Do you believe that you're on the right side of history if you're getting online and you're doxing people and threatening people's family members? Oh, you're threatening people's female family members. Really? You really think that you're standing on the moral high ground? You gotta be kidding. You know, people are constantly trying to find ways that they can be horrible to other human beings and still be seen as virtuous. We're always looking for an acceptable group of people to hate, and right now it is the straight white male. And I'm just not here for it, man. I'm not here for it. I'm not going to just sit here and just kind of, no. Joey Swoll has been helping innocent people, and now it's time for the community to step up and support him. Whoever is out there doxing and calling, you know, people's family members and threatening people, yeah, they need to feel the full pressure of the fitness community. Because Joey Swoll put himself out there. He even paid for people's legal fees. He made sure that he was talking to management at different gyms to make sure that the ugly souls of the gym are removed and protected the innocent souls of the gym. It's disgusting. JL saying that Greg Doucette got hate for not condemning. Like, the thing is, like, there's nothing to condemn. It's just that they've been wanting to victimize innocent straight white males in the gym, and they're tired of him standing in the way of destroying their public image.
It's coming.
Yeah, you can see it's working its way this way.
Yeah, the really tall building is starting to disappear. The one behind it, I can
Yeah.
barely see it.
Yep. And it's messed up. It's so messed up. And we can't just sit here and just accept it. How long have you been following Joey Swoll?
Actually, I don't follow him. He just comes up on my algorithm because of how the things that I interact with.
Uh-huh.
So, for a while now, more than a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just showed up on my algorithm since we interact with more fitness-related content. That's my Instagram and Facebook algorithm, and food and cats and coffee.
Yeah. See, again, you know, JL, you know, you're processing the bullshit. It is not, they don't really believe that he's misogynistic or racist. They want to be able to destroy straight men in the gym and their public image without anybody countering their bullshit. That's what it's about. It is not about race. He calls out moggers who are straight and white. Moggers in the gym that try to make fun of other people for not lifting as much weight as them and all of that. He calls out everybody. It's not about race. The people coming after Joey, they're not coming after him because of the race issue or the sex issue. They want to be able to demonize straight men in the gym. And he is the protector at the gate. He is Heimdall on Rainbow Road. And I really hope that he rethinks his exodus from public life, because it is 100% a work. They're not, oh my God, we need to save black people from Joey Swoll. Nobody actually believes that. No one actually believes that. And I ain't buying it either. If you're in the fitness community, we need to support everybody who is positive. The Moon Vibes 37 is here. Still trying to figure out how I know you. They basically want everyone to step into their feminine side, but we need the masculine energy in the world for it to go around. And that they don't understand that. They don't understand that. And I've said this to you before, and the thing is, you've seen it in one of your professional spaces. Mm-hmm. I've asked you over the past, we've been together almost 20 years. Have you ever met a happy feminist? Mm-hmm. Why? Because they don't understand, in their lust for control of everything going on in society, that you need. I know Crunch Union Square, but I'm trying to figure out, like...
Can we phone a friend?
Yeah, phone a friend.
We need a detail.
I need a text message or something. Oh, front desk. Oh, front desk. Oh, shit. Wow. Wow, we go, wow.
Got it.
Wow. 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 Yeah. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Jimmy Dean is in the building. The only way to win is ignore them, cope and seethe haters. The only power they ever had is what we gave. Yeah, and I again, this is why we need to all step up and support Joey Swoll. We all need to step up and let him know, because one of the things that I thought that was
Holy
a little
shit,
bit...
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I said...
Yeah, that was
wow.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Damn, so we haven't seen you in like 15 years.
So I got hired there in 2014. Shit. We got together in 2006. So it was definitely later than that. We got together in 2006, and I got hired at Crunch in 2014.
Okay, but still, it's been
it's still a long time. Yeah.
Fuck.
If you have my information, text or call or something. I have the same number if I ever gave it to you. Yeah, so
hi, Jimmy Dean.
Yeah, I just yeah, it was like 2 years of like me working there. But yeah, I just we all know that it's not, these people don't care about the racial issue at all. They don't care about that whatsoever. It is a smokescreen. Guys, I've been telling my friends for a long time, don't process the BS. They want you to focus on, well, he said colored people instead of people of color. Oh, he was missing a syllable. He isn't. No, they don't actually believe this. They wanted to destroy him so that they can point the finger and say he's the bad guy, so that he could stop advocating on behalf of innocent people in the gym. That's all it is. Playing the semantic game. That's all it is. and we can't fall for it. One of the things that I'm very disappointed in for Joey, because in his goodbye message, I thought that it was emotional and psychologically weak, which he you know, everybody's human, right? Oh, you know, as soon as something happens, you know, there's no, you know, there's no support. No. That's you focusing on the assholes when there are millions of people who support you. Millions.
No, I think we're referring to the same one. If you go in the comments, he adds a comment to his own post.
Yeah.
Where he included the
Yeah.
additional details.
Yeah, but I'm saying that,
Yeah, I
like,
gotcha.
there was absolutely no reason for him to capitulate and only focus on the negative comments. And this is something that I've been talking to. I have friends who are on that have varying levels of success here on YouTube. I've got friends that only get 3 people in their stream like me, and I've got friends who have over 2 million subscribers on YouTube, and they all fall victim to the same psychological fallacy. They all pay attention to the few negative comments. And you can't let those guys win. I've had people attack me on social media. I'm still here. And I don't care if I get 5 viewers or if I get 5,000 viewers. It doesn't matter to me. You can't let the assholes win. Yeah, that's what goes viral, you know? But you can't let them win. You know that this is their objective, so you can't give them what they want. They want you to quit. They want there to be nothing between them and destroying innocent people. Joey Swoll should have just said, you know what? I was missing the word of, my bad, I need to do better. And then moved on. And it would have been just fine. But accepting the premise of assholes as a non-starter, Joey, in that way, Joey, you need to do better. Come back to your business. Accepting the premise of assholes? Nope. No can do. Not going to be able to do it. Guys, don't miss the point. Don't let people, don't like my dad used to always say, don't pay attention to what people are trying to show you. See what's actually there. These people don't care about race. They don't care about gender. They just cared about getting a protector of men off the internet. That's all they cared about. Jimmy Dean says, I'm tempted to say I expected more spine from Joey, but all bets are off when threats to your family are made. And that's probably the comment of the stream right there. You know, I didn't like him capitulating, but how can I fucking argue with it?
Yeah. You know, it's not just threats online, but now they've got somebody's phone number, and we don't need people showing up in person.
And none of these people care about race. None of these people care about gender. None of them care. I'm telling you right now. And happy people don't do stuff like this.
No, absolutely not. Too busy living our life.
These people are intentionally misrepresenting his position and his words on purpose because they're miserable sacks of shit. And around these parts, we're calling it out. They care about race in that it's a useful bludgeon. Yeah, it's just a tool. It's just a tool. I think the car is unhappy with being in one place. So we're gonna, I know you love being in the vehicle when it's moving, and the vehicle loves moving.
You're
So
gonna go around the block?
yeah, we're gonna yeah, we're gonna drive around a little bit. Guys, I don't care if you only have one subscriber on your channel. I think that we all need to step up and show some love to Joey Swoll in some way where he can see it. Everybody needs to band together. Again, we're probably going to talk about it on TSP. Speak realness. Yeah, I think that we all need to we need to stand up. We need to stand up on his behalf. He stood up on behalf of so many of us and people like us, that it is now our turn to not necessarily pay it forward, but to pay it back. You know, we can't allow, you know, this, similar things happened with Kevin Samuels when they had a chance to try to destroy him. You know, people fought back against that. And remember too, and this is, you know, what a lot of the comedians are figuring out, and Joey Swoll needs to understand this too. They can only cancel you, only your fans can cancel you. Only the people, only your target demographic can cancel you. The people who are really have your back, they'll still continue to support you. And you can't lose sight of that. And I think that it's a huge mistake if Joey completely loses sight of that. And if we're being real, again, I understand the whole, you know, all they made threats or whatever.
The car is still there.
The
The
VW?
Scooby-Doo van.
Yeah. A lot of these people throwing the threats out there, they're not really, you know, they're really not about that life. And I think that with Joey basically being the owner of his own business, they couldn't go and call his employer to try to destroy his life. You know, these are the worst people on the planet. And this is why a lot of the time I feel ashamed to be on the liberal side of society. These people really make me feel a measure of shame. And I know that that is not the right way to think about it, because my view of the world is my view of the world based upon what I've seen and experienced. And so what I think about the world is really nobody else's business but mine. However, to see, like, you know, all of these people talking about how conservatives are this, that, and the third. You can read that comment.
Boone says, truly I don't understand why freedom of speech isn't really honored in America now.
Well, the thing is that you can get brownie points and you can get victimization points by you know, you can see, here's the thing, right? People want to get attention in our society because human beings, particularly women, let's just be honest about this, particularly women, thrive on attention. And the thing is that to get attention for doing positive things takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of effort. If you sit back behind your keyboard and you type about how you're better than everybody else because somebody said colored instead of people of color, you can sit back and tell the world how much of a better place you made it while not actually having done anything. So when people are talking about freedom of speech, they want the freedom to control other people's speech, not necessarily to say the things that they really think and feel. And we need to call out the BS. We need to call out the BS. We need to hold up a mirror to these people who think that they have some sort of moral high ground over other people. And that goes for certain conservatives too.
Jimmy Dean has a question. Has the NAACP weighed in on this?
I don't think they care. But I do believe that the CP in NAACP means what? The National Association for the Advancement of who? Colored people. That's what, right? Like, are we saying that the organization is racist against black people because, you know, it's NAACP, not NAAPOC? Guys, these people don't care about the racial element. They've just been waiting for a chance to destroy Joey Swoll. Guys, don't absorb the bullshit that they're trying to show you. See what's there.
Moon Vibe says this is what Ted Kaczynski was talking about in his manifesto. And then the response after was, first of all, colored people, all in caps.
Yep. So again, this is, you know, these are the worst of society that will take a subject that is very, very sensitive and then try to twist it to gain superiority points over other people. In these people, these keyboard warriors, have they ever done anything to enrich anyone's lives? Yes, they've called people's jobs and gotten them fired, gotten them kicked out of school. People have, you know, lost their livelihoods and stuff to these people, right? Who has actually benefited from any of these keyboard warrior takedown campaigns? Who's actually benefited? Who can say, oh, I was actually able to get into law school, medical school. I was able to, you know, save my home. I was able to do all of these positive things because of the woke mob on the internet. I would be shocked if more than a handful of people can actually say, oh yeah, the woke mob actually helped me achieve anything in my life. These are bad people. They're not good people. Stop processing their bullshit. I really wish they would have pulled over to the side, because that would have just made sense.
No, come on, babe.
You know?
Expect a taxi to make sense?
Yeah, I'm done ranting on this. I'm starting to ramble, but I do thank you all for your support, y'all. She knows how to wear that skirt. Just wish her titties wasn't fake. Anyway.
I don't know if the booty's real though.
Well, it's small.
No, then I looked at the legs.
But her ass wasn't that big though.
No, compared to the legs, yeah, it looked that big.
Yeah.
I looked at her as she was getting on the sidewalk.
Yeah, there was definitely some plastic surgery in her shirt.
A little misproportion.
Yeah.
Has she just gone, maybe a size down?
Yeah.
It'd be plausible.
Or, I mean, Asian women, you don't need a fat ass. You just need to be cute. That's all you need.
Jimmy Dean says, we have so few heroes in America anymore. How many more must be sacrificed upon the pyre of...
I think that there, until the woke mob is not able to climax anymore from the destruction of good people.
And then let him, without the first sin, cast the first stone.
Right, and the thing is, you start digging into their lives, again, they're not good people.
Moon Vibe also says, the over-industrialization of society was what he was talking about, and it's taken us down, and he figured that out in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, I mean, he did some really horrible things, but it doesn't mean, I mean, the dude was super intelligent. I think he had a doctorate degree. I found not that long ago. Like, you know, Ted Kaczynski was like a damn near genius level. But he let his anger get the best of him and allowed it, you know, a lot of his indignation to turn him into a bad person. And the thing is, some of these woke mob people started out on the internet with good intentions to help beleaguered people. They might have. But regardless, when you step over the line and hatred governs everything you do, and everything that you're doing is with the intent to try to destroy other people, you're now a bad person. And it does not matter what your ideology is at that point.
Emotions taking over logic, and it's not necessary.
It's not, no, but you know, humans do reasonable analysis well. It's always one extreme or the other, or both at the same time. And we will all pay for this. This is not making society better. We are going to pay dearly for all of this.
We've had so many rainstorms, and I haven't seen a rainbow. It's
Yep.
bullshit, son.
Yep. Well, all the rainbows were used up in the month of June. On that note,
I need the gay flag in the sky.
and on that note, you have any final words to say about Joey?
Keep getting swole.
Yep.
Because I think that's the thing he likes to do. Just keep getting swole. And maybe it was an emotional typing on the keyboard, and it just needs a little time to process.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, I get it. Moon Vibes, if you have my number, please contact me directly. Everybody else, Jimmy Dean, we would love to see you on the Filthy Casual MMA watch party. Even if it is only to say hello, it is really good to see you. I hope everything is good with your family.
Look how nice this guy is.
Yeah. Guys, if you got nothing else from today's stream, please don't be blinded by the bullshit that people are shoving in front of your face. See what's behind it. See what's behind the BS. Don't just accept the premise of assholes. Especially not those who are trying to masquerade as being virtuous. We need to absolutely weed those people out of society. We need Joey Swoll in our society. Until next time, which will probably be Sunday, we'll catch you on episode 270 of Genius Take the Wheel.
Bye.
Peace out.